All right, Thursday, May 27th, 2021. I want to talk to you guys about three things: the markets. I want to share a coin that's doing really well and I actually just got into a little bit heavier, and a platform which I'm loving right now. So, with that said, let's get into the action. All right, so this is what the markets look like. Bitcoin is still bouncing up and down, can't break that $40,000 threshold. I'm going to cover this a little bit more in tomorrow's video, but there's a lot to be said about what's actually going on with the price of Bitcoin. I want to say that I'm bullish on stuff, but at the same time, I'm worrisome. This weekend is going to decide a lot, I think, for the price of Bitcoin and all crypto in general. To be honest with you, if we're gonna start dropping like crazy, or if we're gonna have a continuation to this wonderful bull run we've had. So be on the lookout. Make sure to check that video out tomorrow. It's going to be really important and things for you to look out for. Something I do want to highlight, like I was mentioning earlier, is a specific coin, and actually it's did really well today. Here we go. So Helium, this is one I want to highlight for you guys. For some of you that don't know, Helium is a coin that's associated with a lot more than just a cryptocurrency. Helium is creating essentially a huge network across the globe, mainly in Europe and the U.S. right now. But basically, you put a little device in your desk and you provide internet to people. It's kind of how it works. It's using radio frequency, in the 900 range here in the U.S., but it's getting a lot of traction right now, and it's really profitable for you to mine it. And essentially, the way you mine it is you get one of these devices and you basically hook it up to the internet, and it doesn't really use a lot of internet, and people can get on the Wi-Fi. They can use Helium tokens to access the internet, is how it works. But right now, since there's not a lot of demand for it, people are just racking up Helium, and the price has been fluctuating up and down for a little bit. As you can see right here, it's going up. We're at the $17.64 mark right now. And I expect this thing to take off further and further. Let me go actually to the store. This is what it looks like. So Helium hotspots, you're providing internet for people is how it works. If you go to all these sites, they're all sold out or in back order. It's pretty crazy how much demand there is for it right now. Just because the profits, how profitable Helium is insane. I did purchase myself one of these, and this is the Bobcat, and it's a 12 to 20 week shipping expectation there. So that's a long time to wait, but it is worth it just because it pays out really, really nicely. If you think about it, for a unit that that's, let's say, $500, because with shipping and everything else that's included, can get you a whole lot more money. And here's a good way for you to see that. This is the Helium Explorer. You can actually see a map, and you can go into different regions and see how things work, but you can also see a little bit more detail. So if you zoom in, so let me this is like at random that I'm picking something here. I know a lot of areas in the East and West Coast, but let's take it East Coast. So let's go to Jersey. See what's going on in New Jersey here. All right, University Heights. And this is like a nice network of nodes. But let's just take a look at this one right here. And I did pick it at random. So Hillside, New Jersey. Let's take a look at this hotspot. So we can click on View Hotspot Details. I haven't opened this yet. I have no idea what it's going to show me. All right. And you can see that this node is hooked up to a lot of other nodes. So they are talking to one another. Nearby hotspots, so you got 36 of those. So in the last 24 hours, this is how much they earned. 2.43 Helium. And again, if you go back to the Helium prices here, you're looking at $17.63. So as you can imagine, it adds up pretty quickly. So over the last 30 days, they did 165 times, let's say it gets $18. So they made almost $3,000 in 30 days with one unit. One unit. So if you're not following the math here, it's pretty profitable. They basically, paid for, let's say it's $500 a unit. In 30 days, they could have paid off 6 of those units. It's a lot of money that this is generating, which is why things are back ordered right now. So if you're, interested in Helium, best one right now for you to get is a Bobcat, just because everything else is like, you go to Nibra, and I'm in San Diego, so I would love to get one of these guys and support these guys because they're local, but I can't because they're sold out. You can't select anything, you can't buy anything. There's no information about when they're going to be able to get it back. It's just, yeah, we're at a loss here just because there's no way to get anything other than the Bobcat right now at a decent, speed. And a decent speed, like I was saying, is 12 to 20 weeks. So keep that in mind. I'll give you guys more updates about this, and tomorrow I'm going to cover the markets a little bit more because I do want to talk about the price of Bitcoin and see what's going on. But last but not least, today, what I want to talk to you about is BitClout. And here, hey, what is BitClout? What the heck is this? What is this thing that's kind of driving a lot of people to leave Twitter and find different social platforms? BitClout is awesome, and I want to encourage you guys to check it out. Make sure you stop by and take a look at what they're doing. But it's a really sweet platform, very similar to Twitter, minus all the toxic people that are on there. It's a lot of just really good people, and there's no clutter right now. There's no ads. There's nothing like that. And on top of that, you can actually invest in creators. You can buy people's coins. This is what differentiates it from everything else. I'm just going to go home here, and I'm going to click on my global feed just so you guys can see. And I'll give you an example. So, Lauren Gray is on it now. So what's happening is that a lot of people are actually on here, but they're not necessarily signed up yet. So as this has been launching, people are able to claim their profiles. They copied over from their platforms, and they're like, all right, you can contribute to this profile, you can buy this coin, actually earn money. And at the end of the day, those people can claim those profiles. This example with Lauren Gray here, she just got on the platform again, but the profile was there for a while. Either way, the thing I want to explain to you guys is that the competition here is not fierce. It's not like people trying to one up one another. It's pretty healthy because you have the ability of taking advantage of other people's gains. Like, I'll give you an example here. I'm just going to scroll down and find something random. All right, so take a look at this. No idea what's going on over here, but this person created a piece of art, and their coin is worth $20.45. If I'm competing against this person, instead of just bashing them online, I would instead click that buy button and purchase that person's coin. Because if they're going to grow, if they're going to do well, I personally would benefit monetarily from it. So essentially, their win is my win. So the only way you lose here if you're a jerk, and it's not recommended. So it's a platform that is, blockchain based, that is bringing a lot of people together and giving them the ability to support one another. That's the coolest thing I can say about this, platform. Got together with the few people that are running this thing, and I'm going to hopefully get some mentorship from them, which is why I'm doing this video so late and haven't, had the time to kind of post other things, and the other time, the other job thing kind of keeping me from it as well. But if you haven't done so yet, BitClout is awesome. I highly recommend you guys check this out because it is a platform that is just blowing up. Like I said, they're doing articles on it. People are talking about it. This is pretty recent. So this is from March 22nd, and things are just blowing up. They're introducing new features on a weekly basis. Mining just got introduced this week, so it's blowing up. And the sooner you get in it, the better off you're going to be. They're going to get listed on exchanges pretty soon, so it's good. I would definitely recommend you guys check it out. I'll put some links in the description that we can get to it, but I will hang out with y'all tomorrow. It's been great, and I'll try to do more than just one video. I want to try to do some informative stuff. Like, I'm going to try to cover some apps. I'm going to try to cover some platforms like BitClout and things like that. That way, in addition to some daily updates, you guys get a little bit more juice, a little bit more action as to what's going on out there. But you all have been awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me, watching the channel. As always, where's that little video thing? Transition. There we go. It's, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and the bell for notifications. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Take care.